Okay, so I decided I was gonna do a video on my thoughts of Amazing Spider-Man 700. I know this is late, but seeing as how Superior Spider-Man comes out tomorrow, I'm decide to basically give my thoughts on what happens in 700. So this video will have be heavy in spoilers. So not heavy in spoilers, but I'm just gonna give up the ending. But if you don't want to hear the ending, then turn this video off right now unless you've read it already, which you probably have. But still, if you haven't read it and you don't want to hear it, turn it off and go pick up 700. So here's the ending. Here's how it happens. Doc Ock. Well, I'm gonna refer to the mind of Peter Parker as Peter Parker and the mind of Doctor Octopus as Doc Ock. And what has happened is in 698 they ended up switching bodies. So Doc Ock is in Peter's body. Peter's in Doc Ock's body. In case you haven't know, Doc Ock is dying. So got to mix that up of the way. So I'm gonna refer to the mind. Remember, referring to the mind as Peter Parker, and the mind of Doc Ock as Doc Ock. So basically, what happens at the end is Peter Parker will his Sinister Six end up fighting Doc Ock, and basically happens they like end up throwing each other out of Avengers Tower, but Spider-Man ends up making a net and ends up punching. Doc Ock tries to get his body back. Well, Peter Parker tries to get his body back by trying to switch bodies using a gold Octobot, but it doesn't happen, and Doc Ock beating ends up KOing Peter Parker. And so basically what happens is so so basically what happens is with Peter's last breaths, he basically is like telling Peter Doc Ock, "Hey, you think you're not gonna kill me, and you won't do it because you know I'm not willing to kill." And when he's doing that, he ends up showing Doc Ock all of his memories and what Peter has gone through in life, and what like all the key points in life with the death of Gwen Stacy, the death of George Stacy, all key points in that in Peter Parker's life as he was Spider-Man. And when he is shown those memories, he Doc Ock is I was like, okay, I don't want to do this, but I don't want to do this, but you Peter's like, you have to. And he gets shown even more memories. He's shown even more and is like, okay, I understand now. I understand what you have gone through. I understand what happened. I understand how much stuff you've been put through, why you're Spider-Man, the reason you're Spider-Man. I understand with great power comes great responsibility. And like the last thing Peter says is promise me that you'll protect all of my friends, you'll protect Aunt May and Mary Jane and the rest of my friends. And just Doc Ock says like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And Peter Parker just dies in Doc Ock's body. Um, and so hence so now that Doc Ock is now the new Spider-Man, uh, he's like makes a last promise. So what he says is basically like, farewell, Peter Parker. You may be leaving this world, but you are not leaving it to a villain. I promise I will be Spider-Man with my unparalleled genius and my boundless ambition. I will be a better Spider-Man than you ever were. From this day forth, I will be a superior Spider-Man, and that's how it ends. But not every so that's the end of 700. But not everybody knows that there is a part two. There's an epilogue to Amazing Spider-Man 700, which should have been in that issue, but it's in Avenging Spider-Man 15.1. I don't understand why they did that, but go if there's still copies out there, then go pick up Avenging Spider-Man 15.1. So now let's get on to the main discussion. So ever since this ever since this issue came out, people have been giving it crap. They've been saying this is a bad issue. This is they've been saying things like this is the worst issue. They've even been sending death threats to the writer Dan Slott. I mean, Literally, are you seriously sending death threats over Spider-Man? Spider-Man. There's no point in sending death threats over that. Um, and so it's just yeah. Back. So another what other people have been doing is they've been just going on YouTube making rants about it, especially Stormsync. If you know who Stormsync is, then you know who I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. And like what Stormsync says, like he made an entire rant saying, "Oh, this issue is bad. Superior Spider-Man is gonna be bad. Don't buy Superior Spider-Man. Don't even pick up the first issue." Dan Slott, you're a horrible writer, saying "fuck you, fuck this book." Um, and like my problem with that rant is Stormsync. You like your problem is that you can't accept anybody else as Spider-Man besides Peter Parker. You can't accept it. That's probably why you did the video with Miles Morales. You're doing the 700 thing, and with Doc Ock as Spider-Man. Think about this. Kane is now the new Scarlet Spider. Kane is the new Scarlet Spider. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So Kane is the new Scarlet Spider. Just think about that for a second. And another thing, you come off as a person who's only reading Spider-Man in Marvel Comics. Like the only titles you are reading is Amazing Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man. Um, so I'm like, honestly, there are more titles other than Spider-Man in Marvel. There's like, and after you said after Amazing Spider-Man 700 came out, you said I'm not gonna buy any more Marvel books from now on because this book was so crap. There are other books out there besides Spider-Man. Go read those. And so more and just people have been ranting. People who haven't been reading Spider-Man and who haven't read Spider-Man have been bandwagoning on the Spider-Man 700 hate, saying, "Oh, this book is crap." They absolutely know nothing about Spider-Man, and yet they say this book is crap. This book sucks. Honestly, give it a chance. Okay, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Stop bandwagoning on the hate. Give it a chance. If you are willing, if you are a give number one a chance to impress you. Doc Ock may not be that bad of a Spider-Man, He won't be that. He may not be that bad. But if you keep giving it hate, of course you're not gonna read it. Read it. You have to give it a chance because the first issue hasn't come out yet. We don't know what's gonna happen. Dan Slott may have like made probably the best first issue of all. We don't know that yet. We have to wait and see. And so like I'm eagerly looking forward to Superior Spider-Man #1 since it does come out tomorrow. And I did like the ending of Amazing Spider-Man 700. Um so and so on that note, I will be picking up. Oh, I forgot to say. Were like a ton of variant covers for Amazing Spider-Man 700. I mean, they even got a variant cover, like an unused cover for Amazing Fantasy 15 that was done by Steve Ditko. And that's one of the rarest variants for Amazing Spider-Man 700. And there was actually an exclusive Midtown Comics cover with I don't know who did the art, but it was like it was like a connecting cover, like with a Spider-Man and MJ, with like Spider-Man and MJ on the Amazing Spider-Man 700, and the Superior Spider-Man just reaching out to Spider-Man and MJ, and it was like supposed to be like a connecting cover, like for that was on. So yeah, like Superior Spider-Man #1. Yeah, yeah, you guys know. Um, so yeah, don't give Superior Spider-Man hate. Wait till it comes out tomorrow. Read it. Form your own opinion. And then that's when you can start. And if you don't like it, oh well. But if other people like it and you don't like it, don't go and bash them for their opinions. Honestly, give the book a chance. Suck deal with their opinions, suck it up, grow up. That's my thoughts.